Hey, this Oman just on here talking about the Jalen Ramsey trade. So, as per reports, um, Jalen Ramsey is going to the Dolphins for Hunter Long and a third round pick. And so, it's cool. They ain't really, the Dolphins really didn't give up too much. I thought they was going to have to give up less than that, but they got a third off of them. And so you exchange the third round, and that's Jalen Ramsey right there. So I mean, that's kind of like you came off. You know what I'm saying? Because who's to say you would have drafted a Jalen Ramsey at third round, right? All right. So now you know the Rams they need capital, so that might end up working out for them or whatever. Now you looking at all the pluses as far as the defense, how the defense is going to take shape now that he's in Miami. So they already had Xavier Howard, and everybody know what I'm saying, that watch football. He legit, he a top 10 corner. So you put Xavier Howard with Jalen Ramsey and a Vic Fangio defense. And, he was showing like, yeah, you give him some decent corners and he got some good schemes where his guys are gonna float to the ball and give the corners either a chance to pick the ball or they're gonna be, what I'm saying, like they're not gonna be giving up a lot too much, you know what I'm saying? And so that was one of the things that Miami need. Their offense is legit, so now they gotta just work on that defense. And Vic Fangio it's not gonna take him no time because that's his that's his thing right there. You know what I'm saying? He knows defense or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so he gonna come over there and had the defense looking kind of like how I was looking at that last season with Brian Flores. So now the pass rushers, I think the best pass rusher they got right now is Jalen Phillips. If you ask me, some people might say Bradley Chubb, but I think Jalen Phillips has a better motor. From the end spot, Christian Wilkes, he only had let me see, he only had 3.5 sacks, but he was more of a difference maker that a lot of his plays you probably not gonna see on the stat sheet. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's going to improve on that 3.5 that he had this season. Bradley Chubb, he had 8 sacks, so he's teaming up with Vic Fangio again. So it might be we might be able to see the guy that everybody's been thinking Chubb is supposed to be because he's gonna be in a defense that he's real familiar with. You know what I'm saying? So if they get a rush and then they add either a free agent or somebody in the draft, a rookie that that's a plug and play type of guy, and that defense has potential now to be a top 10. You know what I'm saying? It's scoring defense as well as just overall defense. You know what I'm saying? That's how much credit I'm gonna give to Vic Fangio. Like he been, like I said, he got a history. He should never got fired from Denver. He was doing a good enough job to keep the job at least for one more year. You know what I'm saying? But he never had got a quarterback. So, Miami, they got a good team as far as the offense. They it's just gonna be whether Tua stay healthy. So, they should just sign a guy just in case. You know what I'm saying? Because if he you don't want wish no bad on him, but you know, I don't think he can handle getting another concussion. But then again, he could also be at that point where um like how Mike Vick got at the end when he started getting concussions, and so it like even if he didn't really get hit too hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, he it's like I guess it's like a the boxer effect or whatever, and the cumulative punishment that they received, and eventually they like Luke Kuechly or whatever. You remember how he just was crying at one time when he caught one. So, they respond, or guys been responding differently who's actually, got the concussion or whatever. So you hope for the best, hope that they solidify the line so he don't take that many hits and he don't put himself in harm's way or whatever. But on the defensive side, they got high potential, especially if Jalen Ramsey and Howard stay healthy. They gonna have possibly. I'm trying to think right now. I ain't got no paper or none of that crap in front of me. But if I'm gonna say the corners, are they gonna be the top two corners? I'm trying to skim through the league. I like the San Fran corners. I like the Denver corners. Um, I'm talking about as a pair. I think they probably in the. I think they probably in the top five. If I am, I'm just like I said, I'm just trying to just do a little check. If not top five, they probably top three. But they both all pros, so it's like there's probably they gonna be. You might even push them all the way to one though. I got to see because I do like the Philly corners with but what's the name of free agent though? Bradbury and the other guy and Slay Jr. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a nice one too. But I think Ramsey and Howard is just up there with them. So if they not number five, they're in the top five. I just don't know where to rank them because, like I said, I don't got the list in front of me. But I think it's possible that with the addition of Ramsey, they might have bumped that duo up to number one if I ain't mistaken, you know what I'm saying? Because I gotta think on who the Jets got. Jets got Sauce Gardner, and they got the other dude. But yeah, I think they might be number one. I think they, and if that's the case, it's gonna be hard as hell to throw the ball. So it's like all the teams that they gonna play, is the scores is not gonna be all shootouts. You know what I'm saying? Because them two gonna slow the ball down and if not, they're gonna have opportunities to get interceptions. Cause you're gonna have to pick on one of them. So it's either you're gonna pick on Howard or you're gonna pick on Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? Even though Ramsey they say had a slightly bad year, even though he had 4 interceptions, it was they considered slightly bad compared to the year prior. But he still had a good ass year. You know what I'm saying? I'll see where they rank him when they do that top 100 for NFL Network. But yeah, that's a good look for the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? Like that they had to work on the defense. They got the DC. That was the number one. And now he gonna tighten that thing up in no time. Probably by we'll see the we'll see his imprint on it by no later than week 8 or week 9. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. All right, thanks for listening.